Hello and welcome to the Smoky Valley Library's first STEM lesson on YouTube. Today we will be learning about the sun. Now if you would like to sign up, please give us a call, an email, or a Facebook message to sign up for this week's lesson here at the library. We will begin by making solar ovens. Now most of what we know about the sun has come from telescopes and satellites that have been designed by engineers. Aerospace engineers design, create, and install and test systems for space-bound equipment and ships such as special telescopes that can look directly at the sun. We as humans cannot look directly at the sun without it damaging our eyes. That is why it's important to have engineers design a safe way for us to research our star. At 25 million degrees Fahrenheit at its center, the sun is essentially one giant ball of gas that is on fire all the time. It's not like a fire here on Earth. If it were, it would have burned out long ago. The sun is essentially a giant fusion reactor, just like the nuclear reactors that we have at nuclear power plants, except for much, much larger, made from hydrogen gas. The hydrogen is fused with other hydrogen to form helium. This process creates an immense amount of energy that we see as light and feel as heat. At the center is the core, where the fusion of hydrogen takes place. The energy then passes through the radiative or radiation zone and then the convection zone. The outermost layer of the sun includes the photosphere, chromosphere, and the corona. Although there are multiple layers to the sun, it does not have a solid surface as we do here on Earth. The visible surface of the sun is the photosphere. This is where we get the light from the sun. Even though the sun is 93 million miles away, it only takes 8 minutes for the energy from the sun to reach us on Earth. Engineers have created devices such as telescopes, cameras, and satellites for scientists to use to observe the sun. Huge ground-based telescopes are built by civil, mechanical, and electrical engineers. Aerospace, mechanical, and electrical engineers design the satellites that look at the sun and gather data from the closer to the sun. Without all these achievements, we would not know everything we know about the sun. The sun, our star, is 4.5 billion years old, and it's used up half of its hydrogen at its core, but it will still continue to radiate for another 5 billion years or so, increasing its brightness until it runs out of hydrogen. Now, the sun is often covered in dark spots known as sunspots, like the image I'm about to show you. Sunspots are located in active regions of the sun. They occur in an 11-year cycle where it can vary from none to more than 100 spots. Sunspots are actually cooler regions of the sun. A sunspot can be around 60 to 100 degrees Fahrenheit, whereas the surrounding regions are around 9,800 degrees Fahrenheit. Sunspots work like magnets. They come in pairs, which one is positive and the other is negative. Sunspot areas produce strong magnetic fields. The sun produces a magnetic field from the flow of charged ions and electrons. Intense magnetic lines are produced at sunspots. Occasionally, eruptions of energy occur from the surface of the sun. A flare is caused when a magnetic field line stretches and twists over sunspots on the surface until they build up enough energy to snap open. These solar flares are the most energetic explosions in the entire solar system. They are so powerful that they can disrupt the Earth's atmosphere. In 8 minutes, the energy released from the sun reaches the Earth and causes our atmosphere to become ionized and expand. These flares can cause long-distance radio signals, satellite orbits, to be disrupted and their electrical components can be damaged. Solar flares occur when the sun releases magnetic energy that has been building up in the solar atmosphere. The amount of energy released is equivalent to millions of megaton hydrogen bombs exploding at the same time. A flare can typically reach temperatures between 10 to 20 million degrees Kelvin, but it can rise over 100 million degrees. The sun is pretty awesome. So awesome, in fact, that if we didn't have it, we couldn't exist. Think about our food cycle, for instance. Where do the plants get the energy to grow? The sun. How do we get rain? The sun evaporates the water, condensing it into clouds, and then it provides us rain. Now, what about if we had no sun? Would we be able to have warm days? Would we be able to grow plants? How would we even see each other? The food cycle is the best example because we eat plants for energy. Therefore, the sun providing the plant energy is in turn providing us with energy when we eat the plant. Animals also eat the plant, and then we eat the animal as well. Same process. Sun feeds the plant feeds the animal feeds the human. The sun and the earth go together hand in hand. We'll get more into the earth in a few weeks. We have Mercury and Venus up next before I get to our big blue marble. If you'd like to see a time-lapse video of the sun taken over a course of 10 years, please feel free to visit www.nasa.gov. In the Galleries drop-down menu, select Ultra High Def Videos. There is a video labeled A Decade of Sun. This will give you a great view of solar flares, magnetic fields, sunspots, and in general awesomeness that is the sun. In closing, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Be sure to like and subscribe our channel so that you can be notified of all the latest videos. And don't forget to watch our story time with Miss Amy. Thank you. Have a great day.